Hello, everyone. First of all, I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I hope that you are blessed and highly favored by God. I hope that everything is going well with you and all is well with you and your health, so on and so forth. Okay, let's get into the video. First of all, I don't know what is wrong with some of these black men out here. You know, the ones that are simping, cooning. Whew, they worse than Uncle Tom's, actually. At least we could say that Uncle Tom was conditioned to his lifestyle because he was born into slavery. If you weren't born into slavery, I'm trying to figure out where your mentality is, where you thought it was okay to have a slavery pre-wedding photo shoot. Like, hold up. She didn't even wait till after the wedding to show you how demented she was in the mind, how sick and twisted her mind was. She went in completely and was like, listen, I want to have a slavery photo shoot where I'm going to be your white slave mistress and you're going to be my black mandingo slave boy, because you are not considered a man in the year of 1842. I'm just saying. In 1842, black men were not considered men. They were considered boys. Okay? And niggas. And that's a universal thing for the 1842 time frame and the slavery time frame in general. Okay. Now, I don't understand why people think that certain things are okay, and I won't ever be able to understand it because I don't have that destroyed mindset of anything and everything is okay and anything goes. This type of man, this type of black man in particular, is the type of black man who feels that anything goes. Like anything. Yes, I'll pretend to be a slave. Yes, I'll have the chains on me. Yes, I'll pretend that you're my savior as the white woman. Like, it's so far gone mentally. Like, you can't even talk him into being a real black man again. He's a sellout at the highest degree. It's just, he's gone. To put it best, he's gone. That's it. How do I feel about it personally? Personally, I feel like it's disrespectful not only to his own person, not only is he showing self-hatred of himself and all of his black family members, okay? Not only is he showing self-hatred to himself and all of his black family members, he's also disrespecting all of the ancestors that came before him and died, okay? Trying to hold on to their African culture, okay? Now, somebody posted, this was on Instagram because I saw it on Instagram first. Actually, no, I saw it on YouTube first. But when I first saw it on YouTube, I thought it was like, okay, it's a new slave movie that they just came out with. I'll look at the video later. Then I found out that this wasn't a new slave movie. This wasn't something that was done fictitiously. This was something that was done in IRL, in real life, in real time. And they actually had a professional photographer to take these photos and do an actual pre-wedding slavery photo shoot. Y'all, when I tell you this is so disrespectful on so many levels, it not only disrespects his ancestors, once again, it disrespects him and his immediate family. And he said, I'm okay with that. Let me tell y'all something. For those of you out there, you certain black men that are okay with anything goes. Next thing you know, she gonna want him to put on a dress, and she put the suit on. Where certain black men, like, where do you cross the line? And I guess there is no line to cross because there is no line, because anything goes with you. It's like, what the Like, I don't want to use any profanity, but what the F-U-C-K? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you embarrassing your people? And what I mean by your people, I don't mean black people as a whole, because you're gone. But I mean your people is specifically your ancestors, your family, yourself. How can you look at yourself in the mirror after doing something like this? How can you stomach yourself after doing something like this? How can you sleep peacefully at night? Like, I'm wondering what is wrong with you to the point of you feel like any type of attention is good attention. Like, no, all attention isn't good. And you shouldn't want it just because it's some attention. Like, please stop doing this. For the black men that feel it's okay to be in a slavery photo shoot where you got the chains on, your so-called woman got the bonnet on, she's freeing you from the chains, she's kissing your forehead like you a little dog or something, okay, because that's what you would have been in slavery. You would have been her pet, her slave, her tool, her toy. You would have never been her equal. So I don't know where we was going with the 1842 relationship, because that wasn't a consensual relationship. That was an RAPE relationship. RAPE. That was that type of relationship. It had nothing to do with consent. Period. You didn't have a consent. You were a slave. You didn't even have a voice. There's a man named Dred Scott. Dred Scott argued in court. He lost, but he argued in court about the rights of the human being, about black men and women in this country before they became free. He ran away from his slave master and everything. And then you go and do this? You can't be our brother. You can't be. Because you don't even love yourself. You can't love yourself. You can't love your family. You can't love your ancestors. You can't love anybody in your black genealogy. Because if you did, you would have never done this. And another thing, people were like, oh, well, he's black Dominican. I was like, oh, well, I see the problem. Now, we have a lot of black Dominicans out here that don't consider themselves to be black or whatever the case may be. And that's all well and good. But at the same time, if you don't consider yourself to be black or whatever your definition of black is, that's all well and good. But this slavery photo shoot, highly disrespectful. It's disrespectful to black people everywhere. You have turned slavery into a mockery. You've turned it into a joke. And it's definitely not funny. You would know that if you read any of the slave narratives. You would know that if you did any of your research. I would say brother, but I can't call you brother when you are clearly lost. Like, on some for real stuff. But that's my take on the slavery photo shoot. Personally, I wouldn't ever seek any man that is down with anything like this. I wouldn't seek to date him. I wouldn't seek to talk to him. I wouldn't seek to have a conversation with him because he's not going to get it, because he doesn't want to get it. So that's all I have to say about the slavery photo shoot, but I had to say something about it because it is literally all over the internet and it needs to be addressed by as many black people that are woke as possible. Thank you guys so much. And I want to say one more thing before I go. Actually, two more things or whatever. I got a few more things to say before I go. If this isn't white supremacy rearing its ugly head and springing it forth, I don't know what is. And when people say, oh, white supremacy doesn't exist, it clearly does. And you have these bootlicking, coon, simp Negroes that are out here with the tomfoolery, allowing this foolishness to go on. And like I said, he's worse than an Uncle Tom because at least Uncle Tom was a slave. He wasn't born into slavery. He was born a free man. He could have said no. He was like, no, yeah, I do it for sure. And he probably said it in Spanish. See. Like, really, bro? Like, and again, he's not my brother, so I can't call him that. But really though, this is what you do. And somebody said it. It was a I ain't gonna say the person's name, but yeah, you out here with Missy Ann, and you the Mandingo character. And if you ever seen the movie Mandingo, you remember what happened at the end of that movie? If you haven't seen it, look it up. Cause yeah, that's what really happened at the end of the Mandingo movie. It it wasn't a wedding. It wasn't, oh well, after some time we decided that we loved each other and he was no longer a slave. Girl, bye. For real. You decided that you loved each other in 1842. First of all, if we're talking about American enslavement in 1842, black people were still slaves. Okay? Slavery didn't officially end until 1865, when it was supposed to end in 1863. Okay? Now, with all that being said, it's like, what? So, with all that being said, it's like, you did this photo shoot, and somebody was actually the photographer. They actually sat down with y'all, had a conversation, a long drawn out one, and y'all did pics. Y'all did 2 photo sessions. I don't even want to know what number 1 looks like. She probably got him in the bed in chains in number 1. I don't know what to say about that. Like, it's just, whoo. So I'm sorry this video is so lengthy, but yeah, this is white supremacy at its finest. And it's being done through the white woman as well. So, if you don't believe in white supremacy, just take a look at these photos and look at the black bootlicking simp coon Negro that's upholding it. Just foolishness. And I don't care if he is a black Dominican. If you're a black Dominican, you still black. In my eyes, you're black. Dominicans, for the people that didn't know, they share the same island as Haiti. The only thing that separates them is the jungle. You heard what I said. So if you are on the island of Haiti and you're Dominican, I see you as black. You just as black as the Haitians. You might not want to admit it. You might not want to accept it because of slavery. But guess what? That's a part of you as well. And this clearly shows it. But you had those slaves that took pride in being African. And of course, you had those simps, bootlickers, and coon and Negroes. Okay. That literally felt it was okay to just, well, as long as I get a crumb off a master table, then I'm good with it. Really? As long as you get a few crumbs, huh? Y'all, I'm done with this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share this video. And God bless you and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.